Alright, so today we're going to be using a build to basically make us a stealth killer as the Legion. And to make that happen, we have these two add-ons. We have the Edge Ruler, so nobody will survive with their power. They become oblivious for 60 seconds. And this side is sunglasses, so we see the aura of survivors that are mending within a 24-meter radius. And basically the idea is that we injure a survivor with our power, we pretend to go away, but in reality, we stick around, we see the aura, and they're oblivious, so we can just sneak up to them and get them down easily. But yeah, that's basically it. We also have a few slowdown perks to make sure the gens don't pop too fast, but let's just get straight into the games. Fun fact, did you know that Sphinx stats have to be watched 12 times a week? Now that was not true, but do you know what is true? The fact that this build is actually pretty good. You just need to use it correctly, but yeah, either way, let's just go for these survivors. And we can already see her working on this gen being clueless, so that's interesting. I will go injure the other survivors first, because before we want to get the gimmick up, we want to get some more pressure, so I'll just do that by injuring all these girls. And this is actually the perfect place to do that, because I'll just leave this loop, pretend to go for this survivor, hopefully lose chase, and maybe you can sneak up on her. If we go around like this and vault the window, then she has to draw the pallet, so that's already value. And also the window is blocked, so you might be able to catch her off guard by vaulting it again. And yeah, I don't think she makes anything except this pretty bad pallet, but we can just go for the down, and nice. That's how you use the build, like, basically. And also the first survivor, I think, used plot twist. Oh no, wait, she died from mending, because at the start she was just standing in place, or from not mending, if anything. But yeah, either way, I'll try to go find her. I think I can hear her here. Yeah, but she is moving, so I don't know how she died. Maybe she's like a YouTuber doing some kind of don't move if you're injured challenge. Yeah, I'm not sure, but either way, let's just get a pain rest here and then go back to that hook because someone got unhooked. And nice, you can see a survivor here, so I'll just try to go get him. I'll vault this pallet because I might as well. And wow, we barely missed him. Well, barely hit him, but you know, we kind of almost missed him. Let me just go for her again. I'll try to get the gimmick up again by doing this. So watch this. I go off chase. You can see her aura here in the distance. Hopefully she doesn't see us, and then we can sneak up. And nice, we get it down just like that. So this build is definitely working for us now. And wow, she had the S, so that's unfortunate. Literally the one thing that can fuck us up when using this build, but that's okay because we can just go around, break this pallet, and hopefully get her again. She did have life though, but someone's behind us, so I might as well go for this survivor. And it's actually this injured guy, so I'll just try to go for him. Why didn't he die? Yo, I'm not sure if I'm blind or something, but I'm pretty sure we saw blood on the screen. It doesn't really matter too much because we get it down anyways. Also, the KD seed, so I do think she was actually like lagging there at the start. But let's just go there because it seems like there are survivors in that area. And nice, we find the thing here. We can just pop our power, and yeah, I think she's gonna get injured. I would try to trick her, but I don't think she's gonna fall for it like 5 times in a row. So I'll just go for the 2 survivors healing here instead. I feel like that's more value anyway, so I might as well. I'll try to cut this guy off since he's the one survivor that's not a bot. And I think I'll go for the M1. I would wait for my power, but it was just kind of a situation where I might as well. And he's actually going to shack, and if I'm correct, then I'm pretty sure that pallet is dropped. So let's just go around, and nice, we get it down. That's already 4 hook stages at the start, so I'd say that's a lot of value. And I'm pretty sure we didn't get him into a pain rest too, so this should be another one, which is perfect for us. Also, that gen just got blocked with DMS, so I'm pretty sure the survivor should be somewhere in the area. And yeah, I can see her here, so it is the bot though, so you know, she's just probably gonna be playing normally, but we get it down anyways. Another gen popped, which is actually kind of impressive. I don't really want to go for this pain rest because I have a feeling that they don't have much progress, but I might as well. Oh wait, we already got her into a pain rest, so it doesn't even matter. Anyways, I'm pretty sure these survivors are, yeah, at shack trying to heal, so I'll just go around and we should be able to vault the window. Unless she has deathslinger or another pallet, this should be a down. After, of course, we traveled 2,000 kilometers to go get her. Actually, it wasn't even that much, so we do get the down. And alright, these survivors are actually trying to grind this gen out, but we're just gonna hook her on a pain rest to pop any other gen that might have any progress, because you know, this is only 3 survivors, so there's definitely a 4th one trying to do a gen like on the other side of the map, which is the most unfortunate thing to go, because like you're chasing survivors getting so much pressure, but there's also always one survivor that, you know, just grinding out gens. Either way, I would try to do the gimmick and trick her, but she's a boss, so it's not like she's gonna fall for it. And actually, she was kind of mending there, so like around the corner we saw her aura for a bit, so I guess that was value. Either way, we get her onto this hook. We have 2 survivors on death hook and 1 that's entirely dead, so that's really good for us. Also, this gen is about to pop, but luckily we catch it right off guard. We find the survivor that's not on death hook. Oh my god, but I might as well try to trick him, or actually, yeah, he's just going straight to the path that I'm going. I'll just cancel my power, kick this gen because I might as well, and I suspect he's gonna try to mend. Oh my god, or just fall straight on top of me. That works too. What was he even thinking doing that? I'm not even gonna question it at this point. But yeah, we do actually get a lot of value from the perks in this game. And by perks, I mean add-ons. But either way, that gen just got popped. So that means the survivor's somewhere here. And nice, we actually see the fang. I'll actually try to get her with the gimmick. Yeah, that trap is not gonna work on me, buddy. I'll actually try to trick her by, you know, cancel her power. And she is mending, but I don't think she's gonna get tricked since, yeah. But you know, she's just constantly going around. But I'll leave her because, yeah, you can see that this survivor's here. This guy is really something. I have no idea what he's doing. So I guess I'll just go for the one that's on death hook. He drove that pallet, but let's just break it. And he won't escape from us for sure. The only thing these pallets are doing is delaying his doom. So let's just break this one too. Let's also pop our power, injure him here. And I'm pretty sure the fang was here. So I'll just go for the injure. Pretend to, like, you know, leave. Hopefully we see the mending now. And yeah, we saw this guy, but he's kind of too far. So let's just go try to find the fang. And nice, we do actually see her here, but not because of the aura. So that's unfortunate, but it doesn't really matter too much because we still get it down. And yeah, we got the hook. Let's just go back for the other survivor. Also, this build is really gimmicky. So if you're trying to get 4Ks, just, you know, probably don't use it since it's mostly just for fun. But yeah, we see the last guy in the distance here. So hope you can still use the gimmick. And he's going through this really weird loop. So why does he even enter the locker? Like, I think he knows that I have a video to make and he knows I have a gimmick. So he's just trying anything to not make me have it, but yeah, whatever. I guess let's just go find Hatch now. Oh, and nice. It actually spawned pretty close. So let's just close it. Oh, and we can actually see him there in the distance. So it's not too late to use the gimmick. Because if I go, like, why? Just why are you going into the locker? I swear to God, these guys know what I'm doing and just don't want me to get value from my build. Well, whatever. You're just gonna die. Also, this team wasn't even bad at all. Like, what were they doing the entire game? I'm not even gonna question it, but we did get value from our build, so I'm satisfied. But before we get to the next game, don't forget to subscribe because I'm literally 200 subs away from 1,000, so I would really appreciate it. And let's just get straight into it. Alright, so I have the Rancid Abbot of the Cold Wind Farm, which is a pretty interesting map. Let's try to go find the survivors first. And alright, nice. I can hear the gen here, so I'll just go for the injure first. And I will use the gimmick now because there are so many survivors in the same area that I might as well go for them. And then maybe I'll use it on this guy after the other two. I don't think I make it though, but I think I might barely do it. Nah, I don't get it. That's fine though, because she did waste a pallet on me, and we should get our power like really fast anyways, so we can just pop it right now, and I'll let the gimmick, you know, work. So I'll just go around, although she's kind of far, so I don't know if I can work. That kind of sucks, but another survivor wasted her pallet, and there's so many different survivors in this area that I guess I'll just go for the down for this one. And unless she has balance landing, she doesn't make it anywhere, so that's great. I think she actually might have had it, but we got her in time, so we were lucky. And nice, there's also a pain rest here, so let me just use it and then go back and kill this gen. Also, someone just dropped their medkit here, so that's interesting. But yeah, for the gimmick to work, we need a wall to hide behind. So I feel like Chuck is perfect for this, so I'll just go for my power. We also have bamboozle, so I'll just injure this guy. You know, lose my power, kick this gen because why not, and then pretend to go away. And he is oblivious, so he shouldn't hear us coming. I'll just kick this gen real quick, and then hopefully, nice, you can actually see him. And he's also oblivious, so he can't hear us coming, and wow. I have no idea how we missed that, but I can just go kick this gen or pallet, and we can probably just get him here, because yeah, he'll vault that window. I'll just go around, and he doesn't make it anywhere, so let's just get him. But yeah, I'll just try to get the gimmick to work better next time, because sadly he was under a pallet, so there wasn't much I could really do there. Also, I was really bored today, so I decided to like hop on BandLab, and I tried to record a song, and let's just say I'll just stick to being a YouTuber, because yeah, this music thing isn't really for me. But either way, I'll just pretend to leave her now, and watch this. I'll cancel my power. Hopefully she starts mending, and nice, you can actually see her here, and perfect, we were able to sneak up, and she doesn't make anywhere since we, you know, saw her aura and she was oblivious. So that's how you successfully use this build. And what's even better, we've got a pain rest right here. Yeah, that was kind of unfortunate timing, but to be fair, we can just still go to this gen. And watch this, all these survivors are healthy, so we should be able to just pop our power, unless of course they somehow disappear, but that's fine because we see another survivor in the distance. Let's just pop our power early because we're gonna probably get her anyways. She goes up here, but you know how it works, she doesn't make anything. I'll go around and I'll just pretend to, you know, go away, but in reality I'll just try to sneak up on her. And nice, you can see her aura here from the distance. She did see us coming though, because you know, but that's fine because she doesn't have anywhere to go except this really shitty window, and we get her here. Let's just go to this gen because, yeah, I feel like there are survivors here. So we find the Nia. I'll just put my power here. Go for the... Wow, that was definitely not the play, but that's fine because I can just go around. And nice, we got her off. She used dramaturgy, so she might be exposed. So I'll just try to get her. And she didn't scream or anything, so I do think she's actually exposed. Yeah, she wouldn't have walked into the locker if she wasn't. So we basically just get an insta down, so that's perfect. Let me just get her on top of this hook and go back for the other survivors. And by go back to the other survivors, I mean try to find them, but we do see scratch marks. Oh my god, I just decided to search a random locker and she was here. Because I saw the scratch marks cut off like right here. So I thought that she probably is in the closest locker. So really unfortunate for her. But yeah, let's just go try to use the gimmick again. I see that there's a Nia here. So I'll just put my power. Block this window with, you know what? Then get her like this. Pretend to run away. And then I could just disable my power. And we see her aura here. And she's also oblivious. So I can just go get the down. Yeah, this is how you can tell this build is really strong. Because, you know, it works, I guess, but either way, let's go ahead on top of this hook. And I saw that there was survivors there earlier. To be fair, that song I made wasn't even that bad, but I'm still just gonna stick to YouTube because I feel like that's definitely the play here. I'm way better at DBD than at singing, so you know, either way, we did bamboozle that window, so he can't go anywhere. I would probably go for him, but there's another survivor here, so I might as well. And yeah, I'll just use the gimmick on her by doing this. I'll just M1 her, pretend to go away right here, and then cancel our power. We see her scratch marks, so let's just follow them real quick. And I think she knows what the gimmick is because she went straight to Shaq. But to be fair, we actually see her here and she doesn't even... Wait, nah, she knows we're here. But either way, I'll just hold this window. We have bamboozle, so she's pretty much cooked. But nah, she has the pallet. That's kind of lucky. I'll just break her real quick and we can just go back for her. I guess she's not falling for it twice. But either way, she stuns us. She's going to Shaq, but I will just leave her here because I know that the survivors will come on this gen. So that will be way more valuable. If I go for this guy and pop my power, then yeah, that's definitely the play. I'll also see the other survivors, so that's definitely worth it. And nice, you can see someone here. I'm not sure who it is. I think it's the ADDON. So let's just blow this window. Now it's blocked and she doesn't really have anywhere to go except that one loop, but honestly it's pretty weak and she doesn't even go for it, so we just get it down is what I would say if she didn't have that hard. But you know what, we have the other survivor here, and also I hear her behind the wall, so I can just go around. And yeah, she had a window there, but luckily I don't think she's making anything else, so let's just go for the down here. And nice, let's get on top of this normal hook and then go back to that gen, because yeah, there's definitely a survivor here. Luckily I have dead man switch, so the gen gets blocked. Let's just ignore that little blunder. I'll just put my power and vault this window because why not. And I might actually use the gimmick on him because we're in a perfect position to do that. I'll pretend to go away, lose chase with him, and then, you know, go back. Oh, never mind, he actually saw us coming. Someone did just pop the gen though, but I could just go for the down here. I will slug him because I expect her to go for the hook. The other guy picked himself up, but luckily the gates are on 0, so we're still in a winning position. And I'm pretty sure I saw scratch marks there. So nice, we see the Nia. I can vault this window with bamboozle, so she doesn't have anywhere to go. She used dramaturgy, so that's kind of unlucky. But luckily, you know, we can just go for the injury right here. And yeah, she doesn't make anything. I'm not sure where the other survivor is. He might be at that gate. I'll just break this pallet and hopefully you can catch her. And nice, we actually catch the other survivor. None of the gates are open, so let's just go for the down here and I'll just go for the Nia. And nice, you can see her aura with our add-on. She isn't oblivious though, or she might be because she walked straight into us. So honestly, I wouldn't actually expect it. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if she was, but yeah, let's just vault after her here. And then she makes nothing, so let's just go for the down. And nice. And yeah, this team was actually pretty good, and I think we did very well for the fact that we're using a gimmick build. But either way, I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to subscribe because I would really appreciate it, and I'll see you guys in the next one. So bye.